All right, today I'm going to show you every single way that you can make money with GoHighlevel. Surprisingly, so many people still don't know there's actually multiple ways you can make money with this software. There's not just one. And the best part is most of these methods don't even require any previous skills to get started. All you need is a laptop and a phone. So I'm going to be showing you all the different methods, how they work, and the pros and cons of each one so you know which method is right for you. And if you're new here and you don't know what GoHighlevel is, basically it's an all-in-one marketing and automation software. You get to take this software, put your own logo on it, and then resell it as many times as you want. It is by far the best way to make money in 2024, and I just made a completely free guide on how to get started, so I'll link that down below. Definitely go check it out after the video. So you're basically taking this software that you've white labeled and you can sell it to local business owners. But like I said, there's a bunch of different ways that you can actually do that, so now we can jump into all those different methods. So there are three main methods that you can use to make money with HighLevel, and then there's a few what I'll call side hustles. Now, these side hustles can also be full-time, but I think generally you'll make more money with the main methods. So I'm going to go over the main methods first, and then at the end, I'm going to go over the side hustles. So the first method, which I think is the most popular or at least most well-known, is the SaaS business model. This is the most basic form of selling GoHighlevel. Essentially what you're doing is you're taking the software and you're breaking it down into different packages based on features, and then you're just selling these packages to your clients. So for example, a client will come to you, they'll buy one of your packages and they'll get an account on your software, and they'll just be able to use that software account. And aside from that, that's pretty much all you need to do besides onboarding them once they buy the account. And onboarding basically just means you're getting them set up with their account. So I just bounced over here to the software, and you can see this is what the software looks like if you're not familiar with it. This is my logo and my business name right here. So I've white labeled it with my logo and business name. And you can see these are the different plans. Now you have full ability to make any plans you want or fully customize these plans. And you can see I have it set to $497, $697, and $997 a month. And you can see I have three different plans here. I have the Essentials, Professional, and Premium, and they all have different features associated with them that you can see right here. So you can actually go into each of these plans and fully customize them. You can turn on and off all these different features, and you can choose whichever features that you want to put in any of the packages. So this model is really a more hands-off approach. Essentially what it looks like, a client will come to you, they'll buy an account from you. Now, once they buy an account, you're going to onboard them. So you're going to help them get set up on the software. And you can see here, this is where all of your sub accounts will be. So they'll get their own little sub account, which gives them access to all the different features. And once they're onboarded, the client's going to be using the software all on their own. You're really only going to be acting as a tech support in case they run into any issues or have any problems. They can ask you questions. But for the most part, that's really all you're going to be doing. And for this model, you can charge around $100 to $500 per month. You know, obviously you can charge more if you wanted to, but I think the sweet spot really is between $100 and $500 a month. And because you're not doing too much work once the client is onboarded, this is a really scalable option because you can pick up more and more clients and your workload is going to stay pretty much the same. So you really don't have a limit on how many clients that you can get. So now onto the pros and cons. So like I said, it's very scalable. You can pick up really as many clients as you want without any issues. And on top of that, you can actually outsource really easily. So what you can do is hire virtual assistants to handle the tech support for you. And that makes this model even more scalable because now you don't even need to worry about any of the tech support because your virtual assistants are going to do that. And then you can just worry about picking up more and more clients. The other thing is that this model is really passive. Like I said, there's not too much work to be done. So again, you can pick up a lot of clients, and after you onboard them, you don't really have to worry about it too much. So that makes this model really, really passive. And the last thing for pros is the stick rate is very high. Once these businesses start using the software for 2 to 3 months, they realize how valuable it is to running their business and how much time it saves them and how much extra money it brings in. They're really not going to want to stop using it. So that makes the stick rate very, very high. So now on the flip side, we have the cons. So the first one would be competition. And I don't mean that there is a high amount of competition. What I do mean is if you think about it, I have my own SaaS agency and you have your own SaaS agency. Because we're just offering the software with no additional services and we both have the same exact software, there's really no differentiation. So we're both offering the same exact service, which is just the software. So that's really what I mean by competition. I think there's really not too many people doing this business model. We're still very, very early. So it's not really an issue. The only problem is that if there's someone else in your area offering the GoHighlevel software, you can't differentiate yourself from that other business. And that is only if you're just offering the software. And the only other downside to this business model is that you tend to want more tech savvy clients, which are a little bit harder to find, because when you have clients that are really bad at software and bad at technology and computers, they're going to have a little bit of a tougher time learning the software and getting started, which isn't the end of the world because you're going to provide them resources and help to have them learn the software. But it does tend to work out a lot better when you do have tech savvy clients. But again, it's not the end of the world. Now that brings us on to the next method, which is called software with a service, or SWAS. With this model, you're giving them the software just like you would with the SaaS model, except now we're going to be providing additional services on top of the software. So with this model, you can really offer any service that you want on top of the software. Now, one service I really like to offer on top is account management. With account management, basically you're selling them the software account just like you would with the SaaS model. But on top of that, you're going to offer full account management. So if they need any edits made to their website, you'll do that for them. If they need any automations created, you'll do that for them. If they need a review request sent out in the reputation tab, you can do that for them. And pretty much anything that needs to be done inside the software, besides talking to their actual customers, they would have to take care of that. Anything else you're going to be doing. Overall, it's really not too time consuming, especially once you get to learn the software yourself and become really good at it. A lot of the things can be done pretty easily, but that's not even the only option you can offer. You can literally offer anything else you want. You can offer copywriting services. You can offer website design services. You can offer to run Facebook and Google ads. Literally any service you can think of, you can offer it with the software. So one of the most popular examples I've seen of the software with a service would be HighLevel plus Facebook and Google ads on top, which is basically just HighLevel software plus lead generation services. Now, for the software with a service business model, I think the sweet spot is around 500 to 1500. Obviously, you can go above or below that if you really wanted to, but I do think 500 to 1500 is the sweet spot. And again, that depends on what service you're offering, because there's really a wide range. You can offer any services, like I said, so the pricing can really vary a lot. And also, I think once you get above that $1,500 price point per month, the churn rate starts to increase kind of a lot. Churn rate basically just means customers will start paying you and then they'll end up canceling service or stop paying you. So I really like to keep my price point in between 500 and 1500. And I currently have most of my clients on this software with a service business model. So now on to the pros and cons. The first pro, obviously, you're getting more money per client, so you can charge more depending what service you're offering. Two, you can have a pretty flexible offer. So if you offer one service to one of your clients, you don't have to offer that same service to a different client. You can offer all different services to all your different clients based on what they need. And three, the stick rate is also really high with this business model as well, because you're going to be interacting with your clients much more than on the software as a service business model. You're not really going to be doing too much communication with them, but with this model, since you're offering additional services, you're going to be going back and forth with your clients much more. So you're going to have a better relationship and a better connection, which is also going to help them stick more and stay with your service. And onto the cons, we have a higher workload. So obviously you're getting more money per client, but that's going to come with a higher workload per client, which is fine because you're getting paid additional money per month. And because of that, this business model can be slightly harder to scale than the regular SaaS model just because there's more moving parts. You can still scale this business model to a really high point. It's just a little different than how you would do it with the SaaS business model. And that brings us on to the last main method. We have the good old SMMA, or social media marketing agency, and basically just full scale marketing services to your client. And GoHighlevel is the perfect platform to use to manage all of your clients. And also, obviously, your clients are free to use the software as well, but it's more so going to be used by you to manage all of your different clients with the SMMA model. Now, with this model, there's going to be a very high workload per client, but because of that, you can charge a lot more. So you can charge maybe around $3,000 to $5,000 per month on average for these services. That's one of the reasons why I don't think SMMA is the best model to go with for beginners, because you do need a lot of skills. You have to provide a lot of different services, and at the same time, they're paying you so much money. So if you're not providing really good results, they might pay you for 1 month, but they're immediately going to stop paying that second month once they realize they're not getting any good results. So you're constantly in this cycle of finding new clients, the clients leave you, and then you have to go find new clients. And like I said here, you can charge about $3,000 to $5,000 per month, which is a lot more than the other models, but do not forget that you're providing way more services and you do have to be delivering really good results or the client will cancel service. And you can see that here, the pros, we have more money per client, obviously, but the cons are very high workload, very high churn rate. So for example, say the client's paying you $5,000 per month, and then they also have to spend $3,000 a month on ads. So now you're at $8,000 they have spent. So if what you're doing for them isn't providing them a return of at least $8,000, then they're going to be losing money. They're not going to be happy and they're going to cancel service. And the last con is that you need a lot of skills. You're going to need to know how to run ads. You're going to need to know how to run social media accounts and all these other skills that you need to provide with an SMMA. So overall, I really don't love the SMMA business model for beginners. And lastly, if you don't want to do a full-blown business model and you're just looking to do kind of a side hustle, there's a few options for you. The first option is just selling websites. You can see here inside the HighLevel software, there is a website builder with unlimited done for you templates. There's literally thousands in here for any business model you can think of. So you can go and offer businesses a website for say $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 maybe. And then you can say, hey, you'll get the website for this price. And then you just pay me $97 a month to upkeep the website and keep it up and running and hosted. And it's super easy to provide this service as just a side hustle because all the templates are done for you. Basically, all you need to do is take the website template, put their logo on it, and then just sell them it, and you're good to go. So you can see this is a preview of one of the templates for a lawyer. It's literally all done for you. All you really need to do is put the logo and then connect it to their website domain, and that's it. And the really cool thing about this, you can start it as a side hustle, but you can easily make this a full-blown business model by starting a website design agency and really take it and scale it to whatever point you want. So the other really cool side hustle you can do with the HighLevel platform is just offer SEO to local businesses. So there's this tool inside of it called Yext. Now, Yext will cost you about $30 a month. I know this says $49 here, but it costs you $30 per month. And you can easily sell that for $100 a month to businesses. And then you're just making $70 a month and you don't need to do anything. But basically what it will do, it will list the business on 100+ different directories online. So now it's going to rank them higher on Google and they're going to be more easily found by customers. And you don't even need to do anything. All you do is register the business with their Yext listing. It will list them on all the services automatically and then they just pay you every month. Personally, instead of a side hustle, I like to offer this as an upsell for your clients, but it can definitely be done just as a side hustle. And the last side hustle you can do with GoHighlevel is build and sell courses. You can build a course on literally anything you can think of and you can use HighLevel to build that video course, kind of just like the free course that I have linked below to teach people how to use the HighLevel platform. You can do the same thing, but with anything you want. There is a lot of money in selling courses, but you do need to have some sort of valuable skill in order to do that. But I do think it is a really good side hustle if you do have some sort of valuable skill that you can teach people. And I would say those are really the main side hustles that you can offer inside the platform, aside from the main business models I talked about earlier. So those are pretty much all the ways you can make money with HighLevel. Don't forget to check out my free guide on how to get started. That also comes with a free 30-day trial to the HighLevel software. And my YouTube channel is filled with all other videos on how to make money using this amazing software platform. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.